The moon rules the period of infancy, during which the child's nourishment is dependent upon milk, and the period during which the child grows rapidly. This is the first year of life. During this period, the child is completely dependent and can do nothing by itself to resist the influence of its environment. At this time, the child is as yet unable to walk. Also, during this first year, the consciousness gets more and more anchored in the body. If the moon is well situated in the horoscope, the first year is comfortable, the child is healthy, the body grows to proper proportions, and the environment is conducive to the child's well-being and happiness. All these things provide for a healthy self-consciousness and a good self-image that will carry the person through the many difficulties of life that lie ahead. If the moon is poorly situated in the horoscope, the child will either suffer physically, suffer a poor environment in which its needs will not be met, not grow and develop sufficiently, or suffer some other ill fate. Whichever the case may be, the self-consciousness will be developed surrounding pain and suffering, and thus the person will develop a pained self-image and an uncomfortable mindset. As a result of this, fear, worry, and anxiety will more easily invade the mind throughout the remainder of their lives. The age of Mars, teething, age 1 to 3. Mars rules the period of teething from the age of 1 to 3, as well as the period during which the child learns to walk and run. With the gain of teeth and the ability to walk and run, the child can begin to fend for him or herself. They can at least walk or run away from danger and live from regular food that needs to be chewed. Following the development of the child's consciousness through the moon during the previous 2 years, the child begins to assert that which is in its consciousness through Mars. This is the difficult period for most parents, when the child begins to become a handful, the so-called terrible twos. This can likewise be a frustrating period for a child, during which they not only suffer the pain of teething, but during which they often feel frustrated with their inabilities. Also during this period, the child begins to become able and must therefore learn that which is acceptable behavior and that which is unacceptable. If Mars is well situated in the horoscope, the child shows patience and logically works through that which it is attempting to do. This is the first step in developing its abilities. Those responsible for guiding the child will show patience and understanding, while at the same time firmly disallowing any unacceptable behavior. This has the effect of the child learning his limits, what is fair for it to do and what is not, without it being given cause to feel as a good or a bad individual. If Mars is poorly situated in the horoscope, the child is impatient and easily frustrated. Instead of trying to work things out, the child gets angry or whines. Those responsible for guiding the child will be impatient, be perturbed by the child's anger and whining, and get angry and scold the child in an ill and frustrated tone. The child will rebel, not learn its limits, feel bad, and show less desire to do what is acceptable. Mercury, the learning period, ages 3 to 12. Mercury rules the period of learning, skill development, and rapidly developing coordination, which correlates to the ages of 3 to 12. This is the period during which education should be commenced. It is not considered favorable to begin any structured or formal education before this time, not even the learning of the alphabet. Until the age of Mercury, the child should learn only what it picks up from observing its environment, and that which it is able to logically understand through its own motivation. Muhurta text, in fact, states that education should not begin until the 4th year, allowing the child 1 year to adjust to the new age. The age of Mercury provides for the development of the child's skills and interest. Games, athletic sport, and education are all important for the child during this period. During this period, the child also learns to communicate effectively, not only through speech, but also through reading and writing. Since Mercury is the manager, this is also the period of the child learning how to take proper care of themselves and that which they own, and to solve problems through the application of their intelligence. If Mercury is well situated in the horoscope, the child pursues their interests, finds enjoyment in learning, becomes coordinated and confident in using his or her body, develops friendships based on mutual interest, communicates effectively, and takes care of and improves him or herself. They also take good care of and improve those things that they own or are responsible for. They will show skill and intelligence and take interest in following the norms and conducts of society. If Mercury is poorly situated, the child will have lackluster interest, not participate in those things that would hone their coordination. They would refuse to communicate, have no desire to do anything productive, and not develop healthy friendships. They may not show any marked skills or intelligence, and if they do, they will not find happiness in pursuing them, though they may pursue them for various ill or unhealthy reasons. Venus, the age of passionate youth, age 12 to 32. Venus rules the passionate age of youth that begins with the onset of puberty and lasts until the following age of recognizing and coming to terms with one's purpose. During this period, the fulfillment of simple physical and emotional needs is replaced by the need for intimacy and the experience of passion. Most importantly, this is the period during which a person will begin to make decisions that will have lifelong ramifications. Decisions such as who they will be with sexually and what type of career for which they will prepare. Physically, upon the onset of puberty, the body begins to rapidly grow stronger until the full physical form of adulthood is reached. This is also the period during which the body is at its strongest. After the age of 32, the strength of the body begins to decline. If Venus is well situated in the horoscope, the individual makes sound decisions that provide for their betterment and a productive future. They will make decisions to do what really is important and worthwhile for them. The body will be healthy, strong, and vital. If Venus is poorly situated, the person may make decisions to involve themselves in ill relationship, addictive substances, and other such things which cause mental, emotional, and physical harm, and which reduce their chances of having a productive and happy future. Oftentimes, these unfortunate decisions have lifelong repercussions, such as children before one is ready, drug-destroyed minds or nervous systems, weakened and malnourished bodies, etc. Jupiter, the age of middle of productive life, age 32 to 50. Jupiter rules the period of joyfully fulfilling one's duties, the primary child-rearing years, and the age of mental maturity, during which the individual begins to more realistically see their purpose in the world. The challenges of child-rearing and the mental maturity that grows during this period helps one to realize and follow one's ideals and goals, and to walk the path in which one believes. During this period, the physical vigor of the body begins to decline, and contentment is preferred over excitement, though the mind becomes more active and able. If Jupiter is well situated in the horoscope, the individual will pursue their life's ambition with purpose, consistency, and contentment. While doing so, they will enjoy the fulfillment of their other responsibilities, enjoy their children, and find happiness in the little things in life. If Jupiter is poorly situated, the individual will feel first excited and then depressed about their life's ambitions, or will have such a great need to fulfill their life's ambitions that there is discontent or frustration with not having reached their goals, and the inability to enjoy the many good things that may be in their life. Children in this case will also be experienced with greater stress. Additionally, the decline of one's physical vigor and charms will leave them depressed and unhappy on account of their not finding happiness in any of their mental gifts. Age of the Sun, middle age, 50 to 70. The Sun rules the beginning of the second half of life, the middle-aged period during which a person realizes their true greatness and the success of their abilities. This period follows the primary child-rearing years, and so is a period of greater personal freedom. If the Sun is well situated, this will be a period during which the person finds that what they have done supports who they are, and that they can do what they do with honesty and integrity. What they do is, in fact, nothing more than the duty which is born of their innate nature. Alternately, if their earlier years were very difficult or confined, this may be the period during which the individual will pursue their inspirations with great vigor and very rapidly find success with them. In either case, this can be a period of true prestige, during which one's actions speak for themselves. If the sun is poorly situated in the horoscope, this will be a period during which the individual finds their life lacking. Though they may have the time to do great things, they have not lived a healthy life at times, a healthy life of individuality that would have prepared them to do their best with those things that they have been inspired towards. Instead, they can at times squander their time with trivialities, such as gambling. Saturn, old age 70 to 120. Saturn rules the period of old age, which begins upon the completion of a person's last great accomplishment. This is the age of retirement, and the age during which the physical body begins to rapidly decay, and during which death has its approach. This is the period of retreating from the endless activities of the world to instead concentrate on spiritual affairs in preparation for death. Occasionally, however, this is also a period when true greatness can shine in the person who has lived his life in accordance with his innate nature, and who has not lived a life of continual compensation for their own inner lacking. If Saturn is well situated in the horoscope, the person will be able to healthfully accept the fact of a decaying body and eventual death. Though they may be at death's door, they will keep on living a life of inspiration and find happiness and contentment with the good things in their life. In this case, they may well be the most productive and successful that they have been, as they take advantage of their long life of wisdom-granting experiences. If Saturn is poorly situated, the person will be pained by fear and distracted by their physical ailments. In desperation, they may hope for the happinesses that have avoided them while ignoring the good things in their life. They may become indifferent to life and learn nothing or do nothing and only decay without growing personally or growing spiritually.